I currently chair the Southeastern region of the National Black Leadership Caucus. I am your sister from another mother. We stand here today as one nation under God with liberty and justice for all. Because the people united will never be defeated. The people united will never be defeated. Can I hear you? The people united will never be defeated. The people united will never be defeated. Today at the No Kings rally, we are championing the principles of compassion and community in the face of adversary. Together we will illuminate the path towards a more just society where every individual is valued and empowered. When we reunite our voices and efforts, we can transform the very fabric of our nation. I am a descendant of Africa. Africa is a continent of 54 countries where the human race begins. The wealthiest resources in the world come from the continent of Africa, Mother Africa. And unfortunately, we live in a country that wants to dehumanize my ancestors. The colonies know it's the wealthiest country in the world. That's why they colonize it. This did not start with Trump. This has been going on in this country a long time. But it's time for us to stand up as a nation, one to one, and fight together. There's only one race, the human race, and only God is superior. My ancestors were enslaved, human trafficked, men, women, and children were raped. Today in 2026, human trafficking still exists today. Did you hear about the Epstein files? Today, this year, a white man hired immigrants to fix his roof. And when the roof was completed, he had them detained by ICE. Sounds like slavery to me. Different music, same dance. No, it didn't start with Trump. This nation elected a felon, and the Congress, the Senate, and the Supreme Court is backing him. When people tell you who they are, believe them. And it's time for us to rise up as a nation and take our country back. Trump attempted to humanize Africa and people of color and indigenous people of color and referred to Africa as S-hole countries, when Africa is really a continent and one of the wealthiest continents on the planet. He then made insane claims of humans eating dogs and cats. False claims about African Somalian brothers and sisters claiming they are criminals when the real criminal is in the White House. He continues to dehumanize by posting former President and First Lady's apes by a post at the White House and made no apology, which shows the type of creep he is. We're glad that Congressman Green of the Black Caucus, we thank him for standing up and letting him know in front of the nation that this form of dehumanizing will not be tolerated by any means necessary. In 1898, they started a smear campaign falsely accusing our black men of raping white women, when the oppressor is the #1 rapist on the planet. They started these crimes against humanity to justify their evil deeds, killing countless unarmed black citizens. In 2026, he made the false claim of our immigrant brothers and sisters were criminals to justify his ICE action against crimes, to justify their crimes against humanity, when a convicted felon is in the White House. The illusion of white supremacy, better known as white narcissism, known as a mental illness, will be the downfall of America, because you will reap what you sow, and a lie can't live forever. In the early hours of March 8th, a tragic unfold right here in downtown Wilmington, where law enforcement took the life of 21-year-old Alberto, and his family stands with me today. Let's give them a hand, y'all. We applaud you for your courage and strength, and we stand with you in demanding justice, because where is no justice, there will be no peace. No justice! was shot by the WPD and the Sheriff's Department. Law enforcement cannot be judge, jury, and executioner. That's what gangs do. We need a law enforcement that will protect us. On behalf of the BLM Wilmington and the National Black Leadership Caucus Southeast, we extend our heartfelt support and we honor Elder Bo's memory and the impact he had on those around him. We wholeheartedly commend the immense courage and resilience demonstrated by his family during this challenging period. Their strength in the face of adversary serves as a profound testament to their love and support for one another. And it shows our love and support for the community, inspiring all who bear witness of their journey. In times like this, it's the unwavering vows of family that illuminate the path forward, reminding us of the power of unity and overcoming life's trial. And we all are brothers and sisters. There's only one race, the human race. In the words of Dr. King, and injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. We will not be silent, and we will advocate for justice by any means necessary. Where there's no justice, there will be no peace. This tragic incident involving Alberto reminds me about other tragedies that happened here in 2000 and 2014, taking the life of Brandon Smith, unarmed, shot 27 times by law enforcement. Tavon Robinson, Ronald Rowland, shot 9 times. And Grace Stinks, a white female victim who asked for help in a suicide attempt, was shot by the WPD. Alongside these armed killings in Brunswick County, there was Brandon Webster, who did not stop, and a state trooper shot him in 2019. These are reminders that the system has to change. These lives were lost were between the ages of 19 and 28. Think about that. And as we reflect on these heart-wrenching events, it's imperative that we not only remember the lives lost, because we're never going to forget, but also actively advocate for meaningful change with our justice system. We must cultivate a culture of understanding, collaborating in our communities, working collaboratively toward a future where every individual is valued and their right to life is protected. The system has to change. This will no longer be tolerated in America. It should be mandatory for all officers to wear body cams and to complete a course in cultural competency with implicit bias training. This should be mandatory. And we urge our lawmakers to enact legislation that ensures that any time an officer shoots an unarmed person, he would immediately be charged. We need that law in legislation and we need it enforced. By holding officers accountable for their actions, we lay the foundation of a safe and more equitable society. Accountability helps strengthen the relation between community and law enforcement. Because right now we don't trust law enforcement. Fostering a mutual trust and respect. Moreover, it underscores the importance of values of every life, reinforcing the principles and sanctity of life must be honored by all circumstances. We had a little card. If you don't know who your legislators are, we have that. You come to this table, we give a card to you, and we ask you to call at least 10 people and ask them to advocate and get involved. If you don't have 10 people, dial 1-888-353-VOTE, and I'll give you 10 people to call. Because it's time to stand out, show up, and take action. In recognition this month, we recognize all women. And comes to mind is Fannie Lou Hamer. In Mississippi in 1962, she was beaten by 3 men. Beat her for trying to register to vote. But they didn't break her spirit. And this is why we're here today. No matter what this country throws at us, they would not break our spirit. In the speech she gave to the DNC committee, she said, and she asked this important question: is this America, the home of the brave and the land of the free? Today I asked that question. Fannie Lou rose up and advocated for our constitutional right to vote. Today, they use legislation to promote voter oppression. Law enforcement are still shooting unarmed citizens and not being held accountable. The system has to change. They are worse than fortified gangs. The No Kings rally is about America, the people rising. Rise up, take back America from fascism and racism. Stand up against these crimes against humanity, because what happened to Alberto is crimes against humanity. It's time for us to stand up. There are too many families losing loved ones behind evil, wicked people. Stand up, America, stand up. I'm empowered by my ancestors, Dr. King, Malcolm X, Fannie Lou Hamer. If they can survive the worst form of inhumanity, I have no excuse for failure, and neither do we. When they attack our voting rights, we will resist. When they attack our voting rights, we will resist. When they attack our black industrials, people of color, we will resist. When they attack our Social Security, we will resist. When they attack our livable wage, we will resist. When they attack our women's rights, we will resist. When they attack our human rights, we will resist. The arc of the universe is low, but it bends towards justice. In the words of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Thank you for listening. May God bless you and continue to fight, because giving up